Picture your day-to-day routine, the to-do lists, the meetings, the moments you replay in your head long after they've passed. Often it can feel like life is carrying you along, and you're just trying to keep your head above water. But right here, in this very moment, there's a different possibility opening up, the chance to connect with the deeper layers of who you are, beyond all the hustle and expectations. That part of you, often overlooked, has the power to transform the way you experience everything else. Embrace this journey to self-discovery and unlock your inner potential. Let's begin with a simple truth. You hold an immense capacity to evolve. Science backs this up, showing that our brains stay malleable well into adulthood. Every time you learn something new, every time you choose to see yourself differently, your neural pathways adjust and expand. Yet the most profound changes don't come just from memorizing facts or acquiring skills. They arise when you decide to treat yourself with genuine compassion. Embrace this journey of self-discovery. If self-criticism has been a running track in the back of your mind, think of self-compassion as the new, more uplifting song you get to play. Self-criticism often stems from a place of fear and insecurity, making us feel inadequate and unworthy. On the other hand, self-compassion encourages us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. Imagine replacing harsh self-judgment with gentle self-encouragement. This shift can transform our inner dialogue, leading to greater emotional resilience and overall well-being. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and accepting that imperfection is a part of the human experience. By practicing self-compassion, we can break free from the cycle of self-criticism and embrace a more nurturing and supportive mindset. So the next time you catch yourself being overly critical, pause and ask, how can I be kinder to myself in this moment? Take a moment and think about the negative beliefs you might have about yourself. Maybe they revolve around not being attractive enough, successful enough, strong enough. Where did those beliefs even come from? Maybe a few cutting remarks years ago, or a parent's unintentional criticism, or the endless comparison game we all get stuck in on social media. These beliefs can be deeply ingrained, but recognizing their origins is the first step to overcoming them. Reflect on these thoughts, write them down, and challenge their validity. Remember, you have the power to change your narrative. Regardless, those beliefs likely grew roots over time, quietly influencing how you see yourself every day. The good news is that roots can be unearthed. Through honesty, therapy, or even just candid conversations with people who truly get you, you can challenge those old narratives and replace them with a kinder perspective that nourishes your growth instead of stifling it. This journey of self-discovery is ongoing, but every step you take brings you closer to your true self. Embrace the process and remember you have the power to rewrite your story. This naturally ties into awareness and emotional intelligence. Think of your mind as a room where every emotion, anger, relief, jealousy, excitement, knocks on the door at some point. Rather than slamming the door on uncomfortable feelings, what if you let them in, sat them down, and simply listened? Just that act of acknowledging, yes, I'm angry right now, and it's because something I value was violated, can diffuse a lot of tension. This simple practice can lead to greater emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Being honest with yourself about what's happening inside you shifts your whole response to the outside world. You're no longer reacting blindly. You're taking a moment to understand what's going on before choosing how to respond thoughtfully. Now that process often reveals areas of your life or past experiences that still hurt, showing you places where healing might be needed. Healing doesn't have to be a grand ceremony or a lofty journey. It can start with small, decisive steps. It can look like a heartfelt apology you never gave yourself credit for, or setting a boundary with someone who's been draining you for far too long. Remember, every small step counts towards your healing journey. Researchers note that unresolved stress or trauma quietly nudges our bodies toward constant fight or flight mode. By tending to the emotional scars, acknowledging them and looking for ways to move forward, you free up mental and physical energy you didn't even realize you were spending. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing and journaling can be incredibly effective. These practices help you process emotions, reduce stress, and bring a sense of calm and clarity to your mind. Embrace these methods to unlock a more peaceful and energized version of yourself. Then there's the practical side, mindfulness. People sometimes think of mindfulness as this esoteric habit reserved for monks, but it's actually just the art of tuning into what's real, right here and now. When you practice it, whether it's pausing before you respond to a text you don't like, or taking a single calm breath before you rush into your next task, you give yourself a buffer. This buffer helps you respond more thoughtfully and live more fully. That buffer is a gift. It's the space in which you remember you have choices, that you're not just on autopilot. It's a moment to pause, reflect, and decide your next step consciously. You might worry that slowing down to be mindful or to reflect could mean you'll lose your edge or momentum. That's where surrender and trust come in. Surrender sounds like a big word, but it's really just acknowledging that not every twist or turn in life is fully under your control. Trust is choosing to believe you'll figure it out anyway. It's about letting go of the need to control every outcome and embracing the journey. When you surrender and trust, you open yourself up to new possibilities and growth. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Gap 3S. Embracing uncertainty can be one of the most challenging yet liberating aspects of personal growth. It's natural to want to know what comes next, to have a clear path laid out before you. But life often doesn't work that way. Uncertainty is a part of the human experience, and learning to navigate it with grace can open doors you never knew existed. When you embrace uncertainty, you allow yourself to explore new avenues, to be open to unexpected opportunities. It's about finding comfort in the unknown and trusting that you have the resilience and creativity to handle whatever comes your way. So take a deep breath and let go of the need for certainty. Trust in your ability to adapt, grow, and thrive no matter what life throws at you. Gap 3S. Discovering your purpose and understanding your self-worth are two of the most profound journeys you can undertake. Your purpose is like a compass, guiding you through life's many twists and turns. It's not always immediately clear, and it can evolve over time, but it's worth pursuing. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you, what ignites your passion, and what contributions you want to make to the world. Gap 3S. Equally important is recognizing your self-worth. You are inherently valuable simply because you exist. This intrinsic worth is not tied to your achievements, possessions, or status. It's about acknowledging that you deserve love, respect, and kindness, both from others and from yourself. Gap 3S. When you align your actions with your purpose and recognize your self-worth, you create a powerful foundation for a fulfilling life. So take a moment to connect with your inner self. Reflect on your values, your passions, and your dreams. Understand that you are enough just as you are. This awareness will not only guide you, but also empower you to navigate through life's challenges with confidence and grace. Gap 3S. As you continue on your journey of self-discovery, it's essential to recognize that your growth and self-worth go hand in hand. Every experience, whether it brings joy or challenges, is an opportunity for growth. Embrace these moments, for they are the stepping stones to becoming the best version of yourself. Gap 3S, remember your self-worth is not defined by external factors. It comes from within. You are valuable simply because you exist. This intrinsic worth is constant, regardless of your achievements or setbacks. Gap 3S. When you understand and accept your self-worth, you empower yourself to seize opportunities for growth without fear. You become resilient, adaptable, and open to new possibilities. So, embrace your journey with an open heart and mind. Know that every step you take is a testament to your strength and worth. Gap 3S. In the end, it's not about the destination, but the journey and the person you become along the way. Trust in your worth and let it guide you to a life filled with growth, purpose, and fulfillment. As you progress through life's journey, remember that growth is not a linear path. There will be moments of great leaps forward, and there will be times when you need to pause and recalibrate. Gap 3S. This dynamic dance between progress and recalibration is where true transformation occurs. Gap 3S. In these moments of recalibration, it's essential to reflect on your experiences and the lessons they've taught you. Embrace the opportunity to adjust your course, refine your goals, and realign with your inner values. Gap 3S. This process is not a setback, but a vital part of your growth. Gap 3S. Understand that it's okay to take a step back and reassess. This pause allows you to gather strength, gain clarity, and ensure that your actions are in harmony with your true self. Gap 3S. By doing so, you pave the way for more meaningful and sustainable progress. Gap 3S. So honor the ebb and flow of your journey. Embrace the recalibration as a powerful tool for growth and trust that each step you take, whether forward or inward, is a testament to your resilience and commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Gap 3S. Remember, progress is not just about moving forward, it's about evolving with intention and purpose. Celebrate every phase of your journey, for each one brings you closer to the life you envision. Gap 3S. When you stop fighting the natural flow of events, when you stop needing everything to be perfect or to match your imagined timeline, you often find new opportunities popping up. People, ideas, and solutions have a funny way of showing up in your life once you leave room for them. Out of this openness grows authenticity and vulnerability. Think of yourself as a story in progress. If you've ever felt compelled to keep certain chapters hidden, maybe times you've failed or been deeply hurt, you're probably missing chances to connect with people who've been through something similar. There's something undeniably powerful about the moments when you drop your guard and say, yeah, I'm struggling with this and it's real. More often than not, instead of judgment, you find empathy. Resilience follows closely behind. People sometimes think resilience is about never falling apart, but it's actually about rebuilding yourself after you do. Every time you navigate a disappointment or a loss, you learn new ways to cope and adapt. It's in the messiest, most uncertain times that your ability to bounce back gets honed. A crucial thread that weaves through all of this is gratitude. You've probably heard 1,000 times that gratitude is good for you, but it bears repeating because sometimes the simplest practices are the most transformative. Gratitude keeps you grounded when life pulls you in 1,000 directions. Maybe it's noticing the sound of laughter in the next room, or appreciating the fact that you have a friend who picks up the phone whenever you call. As you expand your view of what's possible, you also start to see how interconnected everything and everyone really is. Realizing you don't exist in a bubble might spark a new sense of responsibility or empathy, like noticing when a coworker seems off or checking in on an old friend you've lost touch with. That sense of connection underlines the idea that your words, choices, and energy can either lift people up or push them down. It's a reminder that even small acts of kindness or honesty can ripple far beyond what you can see. Amid this new awareness, inner peace might seem like a lofty ideal, but it's actually a series of small daily choices. You keep your footing by staying true to what you value. Maybe that's integrity, compassion, curiosity. You treat your mistakes not as proof of failure, but as data points to learn from. You give yourself permission to pause, to rest, to reset when you need it, rather than burning out in the endless race to do more, be more, achieve more. That sense of peace can gradually guide you toward a personal sense of purpose. Purpose doesn't mean you have to quit your job and move to a remote village to make a difference. It might simply mean aligning how you spend your time with what lights you up inside. And that ties directly into self-worth. Real self-worth isn't something a friend can hand you or you can buy with a certain salary. It's the deep conviction that you have the right to take up space and live a life that feels aligned with who you are. It's reminding yourself that your thoughts and emotions are valid and that you have the ability to grow and improve without needing perfection. Every day gives you a dozen opportunities to act on these truths, choosing compassion over self-criticism, curiosity over judgment, and courage over fear. None of it will be perfect. You'll have moments when you slip back into old habits. But each time you catch yourself is progress. It's a chance to step back into a healthier way of seeing yourself and the world around you. Ultimately, all of these concepts, self-love, awareness, healing, resilience, gratitude, form a kind of map. It's a map that helps you navigate the highs and lows of being human. But remember, it's not a one-time read. It's an everyday check-in with yourself, a constant recalibration. And with each new day, each new lesson learned, you inch closer to a life that doesn't just look good from the outside, but genuinely feels right from the inside. That feeling, that sense of genuine connection with who you are, might just be the greatest gift you can give yourself. So why not start now? Whatever you're doing after you finish listening, try carrying a bit of this conversation with you. The reminder that you're worthy of kindness, capable of growth, and part of something bigger than just your own worries and plans. Because at the end of the day, you matter. The way you show up in your life matters. And as you make the choice, over and over, to see yourself through a kinder, more honest lens, you'll begin to experience a reality that feels both richer and more authentically yours.